Alright guys, hello. Sorry it took us slightly longer than before. I look at chat and the first thing I see is gay frogs. I thank you all for joining. And again, nothing particularly exciting. I have to warn you. For those who've been to my streams the last couple of times, it's more the same. I'm just going to be fixing some old panels, and I'm going to do this one like all over again. This is a drawing from 3 years ago that is beyond repair to me, so I'm just going to draw it again. They're just too lanky. I mean, look at that. Right, let's try and fix it, shall we? So we're going to have to sort of like trace over it. Actually, I need to get a new layer up. I hope you're all doing well though. I'm doing alright though. Thanks everybody who's asking. New lines. Because I'm almost done with working on this chapter now, well, reworking it. So this is really all I can do now, is just rework some old pictures, because all the new stuff's done now, luckily, with a couple of days to spare. God, look at, you can see how, like, that's a good comparison there. Look how wonky his face is. Let's try and make that mildly better. Didn't really draw much structure to his face, obviously, in the past. And that's what happens. Also, this pie might need to be a bit different. Actually, similar to what it was last time. To sort of have a sense of movement, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely a live stream. They're playing God of War. I haven't yet to play that because I don't have a PS4. Actually, during my breaks, I've been playing Hitman 2. That's a pretty fun game. Really not my sort of game at all, but I actually quite like it. I've had to refrain myself from playing too many games though. Yeah, the only problem with it though so far is that it sort of holds your hand a bit too much from what I've experienced. It tells you to do like exactly what you're meant to do sometimes, and I find that a bit irritating. Some themes. Well, if you've read it on webtoon, you should get a gist on what it's about. I don't really want to give away too much, but let's just say it's more about the journey. Right, I gotta make sure I don't make him too lanky here, like I did previously. Does mean I got to redraw this pie though, which is a shame because it was actually quite well drawn. Pardon me. Like here I've given him like, he's got like a massive he's got a massive body and then he's just got like flimsy little limbs. That are far too elongated. I'll try not to get too messy here. Also, going back to what Darkwing said, I wouldn't necessarily say my comic's gonna have arcs. Character arcs, hopefully, yes. At least from what I've got planned. Yeah, just so you know, I was referring to the drawing when I mean messy. Or did I? I'm not sure actually. Move that inward a bit more. His shoulder's a bit too broad. He's not like buff, to be honest. Make sure to flip. I mean, his head's probably a bit too small still. I might have to, yeah. I think I used to give my characters tiny little heads in proportion to their bodies. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Let's chunky up these fingers a little bit as well. Isn't that what they call it? Character arc? I don't know. Development is what I usually call it. Also, Sappy, just so you know, your request is coming. I just need to get this done first. It's going to be very late in the month, obviously. I know it's a past Christmas now, but I will get it done. Trust me. Oh yeah, I suppose for anybody who wasn't here last time, I hope you all had a nice Christmas. Now to move this arm up here. Bit of cheating going on here. Might move it a little bit. Change the angle a bit because otherwise it's obscuring Layla's face here. See, that's where roughly I think his midriff should end. Not all the way down here, like off the screen, or out of the frame. Again, it was not going to be perfect, but hopefully it'll look slightly better than what it did previously. Actually, if anything, his forearm could do with being a bit longer. Yeah, in all fairness, I didn't really celebrate it. I spent half the day working on this. Like I said in the previous stream, there wasn't anything that good on telly. There was Wallace and Gromit, that was it. Like the most obvious thing they could put on telly. Then they decided to put the Jungle Book, the live action remake on, and I was like, no, I'm going to work on my comic instead. I think I might rush this drawing a little bit now, making loads of adjustments. That's right, the aim of this is just to make it look better than it originally did. And that won't be very hard to do. Actually, I might draw Layla on a new layer. I mean, her face is just so flat here. Like no profile to it at all. I'm not never been good drawing profiles, but it's a bit too much here. Bold Layla. Don't give me any ideas. At least the hair here didn't look terrible. Which I think what I might do is blow this picture up in a minute, blow these sketches up, so that we don't have to see the bottom half here really. Also, it might be an excuse to move the pie up a little bit. Changing this a bit so that's her back ain't completely again, like facing towards the camera. Just doesn't look right, and that's what I think is wrong with it here. I've got to draw a bag as well. Ugh, I hate drawing this thing. That's why I got rid of it eventually. But for continuity's sake, I've got to keep it in. It's apparently apple, according to the comic. Yeah, don't give Hollywood any ideas about making remaking Ghostbusters. Oh wait, they already did. We'll make sure I don't erase that because I want to keep the pie. Pie doesn't actually look too bad. Should probably flip as well. I'm gonna change so she stands out a bit more. There we go. So I don't get so mixed up with who's who here. Actually, yeah, I might tilt it a little bit. Again, not perfect, but I think a lot better than it was before. Actually, maybe the t-shirt could do with being a bit longer again. The biggest difference though is the size of their heads. Like, you can't have lanky bodies like that and give them tiny little heads. Yeah, I agree with you, Garth. I remember watching Soul Eater. I was really into it. This is when I was really into anime now. I don't think I could watch it again. But yeah, when they started deviating from the actual comic, the manga, it just started getting really bad. I think about halfway through, it just started getting really crap. And yes, that ending was total bull percentage. Another reason why I think endings are very important. If you want to know what a bad ending is, watch that show. Actually, in all fairness, I think I read the manga. And I didn't find the legit ending satisfying anyway. Granted, not as bad as the animes, but still pretty unfulfilling in my opinion. God, I never thought I'd talk about Soul Eater again. Right, let's be brave now and do some cleanup. Why is his eye over there? I think this is where I just traced over the last picture I did. It needs to be over here a little bit. Change the shape of it as well. Oh, look at it. You know how it is by now. Don't follow the guides you put down. That's how I do things around here. Yeah, I in my opinion, I thought it was pretty bad. In fact, it literally deviated from the comic halfway through, Sappy. And you noticed it because the story was getting a little bit iffy. The funny thing is, because at the time I was behind on Soul Eater, and I remember having a conversation with my friend, and randomly started talking about Soul Eater and its ending, but I hadn't seen it yet, and he was saying, "Oh God, the ending was terrible," and I jokingly said, "What, did she just punch the baddie?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty much." I know I was joking. Oh yeah, spoilers by the way. Remind you, that show's been out for about 10 years. I think anticlimactic is the best way to put it. And trust me, at the time I was a massive fan of anime. I was really into anime, and even back then it pissed me off. Now I wouldn't care so much if I was watching it today. I'd just be like, oh okay. Like even the fact it deviated away from the comic, it's still no excuse for the ending. The ending was just terrible. They could have gone with anything else. Yeah, going on some crap about courage, which was like the theme of the well, they brought it up every now and then. I can't remember exactly. I don't have a fond memory of that show, to be honest. I mean, the animation was really nice from what I remember. That was about it. In fact, that's probably what got me into the show in the first place, was the fact the animation was quite nice. I quite like the art style as well. Pardon me. Yeah, don't get me right, I probably would have been disappointed if I watched it now, but in all seriousness, because I'm really not into anime that much anymore, I probably would have just laughed at how ridiculous it was instead. Right, let's step back a little bit, see how this is looking. Could be looking wrong otherwise. I hope you guys are getting a sort of sense that he's sort of looking down here a little bit. I'm not going to give him pupils yet because I'm undecided where the pie's going. It is going around here though. Still, going back to Solar, yeah. Still not as bad as Samurai Jack's ending. I will forever be salty about that. Well, just different. I used to love Samurai Jack. This is why endings are important, people. Right, step back again. Maybe make his shirt a little bit longer. Oh yeah, actually I'll draw that on a separate layer. The pie. Ugh. How would I have liked it to end? Not the way it did. I've said this in past streams though, but not that I got anything wrong with it, but in hindsight I wish they hadn't bothered with Ashley and Jack's love interest, because it compromised the story too much and it ended up ruining it, in my opinion. Also, to me, Jack seemed really out of character near the end of the show. And also the power of love breaking out of Aku's curse was just so lame. And also Aku stalling for time to kill off Jack was also really stupid. And the fact like every other character that Jack has interacted with has randomly comes out of nowhere to help him. A Deus Ex Machina, I think that's what they call it. I've ranted about Samurai Jack so many times on stream. I should really stop. Maybe we were talking about Soli and now we've gone to this. I went from that to this somehow. Oh yeah, I didn't draw her turtleneck thing. And most importantly, like, I didn't mind the final scene, but the majority of the finale didn't really feel like a Samurai Jack episode. in my opinion. Like, Samurai Jack's usually quite a quiet character. But throughout the finale, he just kept going, Oshi! 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 Like, one of those stupid fucking... I don't know. One of those annoying side characters you see in anime, actually, where they just shout the main protagonist's name all the time. Oops, what am I doing? Not concentrating now. This is just my opinion, of course, I'm probably wrong. If you love the ending, then fair enough. Can't really complain about Krillin because I don't care enough about Dragon Ball Z anymore. I just wish that franchise would die already. I go and say that, and I'm going to be watching the Broly movie next year when it comes out over here. Mind you, I am watching that movie with zero expectations because I have not seen anything Dragon Ball related in yonks. How's this looking? A lot better. I do have an Xbox, but I don't play it very often. So there we go, my argument is valid. Actually, another... I mean, mind you, this ain't going to happen yet, but I keep forgetting to mention this on stream. But for people who follow me on Twitter, I may, because of this webtoon thing, I may have to make a new Twitter account. Because, I haven't been told to do this, but this is just me personally. I want to try and deviate. Once this comic's been relaunched, I'm gonna try and not use KeeperOfPork as my brand name anymore. If that's the way I should put it, quote unquote brand name. I want to try and deviate away from having that name, if you know what I mean. I keep forgetting to mention this. So yeah, probably coming up to launch. If you follow me on Twitter, that is. That's all that matters. Of course, that will also mean that this channel, my YouTube channel, will have a different name as well. Not necessarily for DYG, I just mean I don't really want to be associated as KeeperOfPork anymore. I never really wanted to be. But I like to think with this opportunity I'm getting, it's a chance for me to start off fresh. So yeah, my YouTube channel will probably get a name change as well. Not really a professional day, I'd probably just go by my real name, to be honest. Or whatever name I go under on webtoon. which would probably be my real name. Right, let's remove these. Not perfect, but a downside better. We've gone from that to that. It's just the proportions are a lot better, aren't they? Actually, something's missing here as well. Kind of looks like Layla's decapitated. Well, missing her forearm here, so I'm just going to put something like here. It'll make a bit more sense when I start colouring. It's meant to be like at the top of her hand. Also, another reason for the name change is that most people who follow me on YouTube follow me for my animations, and I'm pretty much going to be stopping that next year. I just simply won't have time to make any more. So even if I change my name, people aren't, unless you guys who are dedicated to following my streams, you're probably the only people that are going to notice. So that's another reason why I think it would be ideal to change my name at that point. Or change my brand, quote unquote. Doesn't make much sense anyway, because I'm not known as KeeperOfPork on webtoon, so only my Twitter address and Patreon is known by that name elsewhere. Anyway, if that made a lick of sense to anybody, then cool. Right, now to draw the pie. Figure I'd do this on a separate layer. Got to try and put it as central as in the picture as possible. Right. I am basically just going to trace right over it, because I think it looks alright as it is. I mean, you can tell what's going on, so. Also, I'm not so fussy. When it's not anatomy, I'm not that fussed with it. Also, I can't believe this has taken nearly quarter of an hour. No, 3/4 of an hour, I should say. Also, I can get away with tracing here before anybody says anything, because it's my own work. I'll be like Obi-Wan Kenobi then. Getting PTSD flashback when someone murmurs the name. Is it the GTA 5 sound? I can't really hear the music, by the way. JK. It's very, like, dim at my end. I only have it. Let's try it again. I only have it on for the sake of you guys, because people don't like streams being too quiet. It's just some noise to put in the background, I guess. Maybe the GTA 5 soundtrack is on this, because the soundtrack's quite good on that game. I know it doesn't seem very appropriate for these streams, but I may put some Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack on here someday. Because that has got some great music. Still haven't beaten that game. It's a huge game. I'll just try not to distract myself from it. Now I can put his pupils in, so because I know where the pie is now. Actually, maybe should I make him look a bit more distressed in his eyes? It's hard to do, actually. That's gonna have to do. Maybe I'll put some like lines around the outside. Right. Gonna have about lines that are inside this pie. I'm going to flatten the image in a minute. So merge, so they both merge together, these two layers. That looks alright to me. I know that might seem like I actually wasted more time redoing it, but it's less frustrating trying to fix it, trying to go over old lines and bloody rubbing things out, because that's what I've been doing this week. I think it's actually just easier just to start from scratch. I will pinch the colours though. Now why has it done that? I didn't close the lines up. If you leave little gaps like that, the colour will just bleed through. Pardon me. Cursor? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like the little cross it has now? Yeah, that's part of Clip Studio. If I use it on my desktop, for example, it just turns to a cursor. Like your average cursor. Yeah, the cursor changes depending on what you've got picked. See, now I picked a pane, the circle represents the size. If that's what you're trying to ask. Now, why has that happened? Some of the colours blurred over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's right. Just get the turnip colour, make sure all the lines referenced. Oh. Oh dear. Not going to put much shadow here. Put a bit there. Just so the pie sticks out more, I guess. Also show a sign that shirt is sort of dampened by that. Oh, excuse me. I really don't know what this gay frog thing is about. I know it's got something to do with Alex Jones, whoever I sort of know who he is. That's about it. That is my knowledge of gay frogs. Actually, I just realised, in the old picture, I didn't even draw the bag in. Oh, I guess it... Oh no, I drew that at least. But we can get rid of that old layer now. Actually, no, I'll keep it. Just for future references. Here's you. Oh, excuse me. Here's the original sketch. Quite neat, strangely. Anyway. Oh. I probably would have it if I had the chance. For having a pie at least. That's what I mean, not turning a frog gay if I had the chance. Not that there's anything wrong with being a gay frog. If you identify as one, then fair enough. Where did... What? I was just colouring Layla's sweater, right? If so, where did the colours go? Oh, I know what I've done. I've put it on the background colour. Oopsie doodle. Luckily that doesn't really matter, because background's not moving here. I'm going to put a shadow here as well. Just to give a better sense of like the distance between these two here. Usually they're quite close together, the shadow's a bit more... It's a bit more... pronounced? I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to increase my chance of diabetes, then yeah, I probably would eat a whole pie in one go. Well, I just realised I drew the strap completely wrong. It's like hanging on to nothing here. Needs to be like twisting a little bit. Needs to be hanging over her shoulder, doesn't it? Why don't you tell me these things, chat? Oh, excuse me. Right, hang on, I've got to try and find the colour for her bag now. bear with. I'm a bit weary now. Oh. There we go. Again, this is another panel I fixed recently. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I heard that if he was still alive today, he would have turned 96 or something. I mean, that's not a bad age to, you know, to live to. I think it's safe to say he's had a long and fulfilling life. And he's obviously made an impact. Just like this pie. I'm sorry, that was just so unnecessary. We're talking about a dead legend here, and I go and make a stupid joke like that. I'm sure he would have wanted it though. Also, I probably should just mention this, guys, but I might not have anything else to do after this panel's done, because I was looking at my files then, and I'm trying to think what ones that need redoing still. Because all that's left for me to do now, basically, is to rearrange the panels, but I don't think you'd want to see that on stream, because that is a very tedious task. And it's just me arranging panels in the right order, that's all it is, because that's what is required from webtoon, basically. So maybe I'll be done after this picture's completed. It only just dawned on me that I actually haven't got any other panels to do after this one. Oh wait, no, maybe I do have another one. I'll have to double check in a minute. I'm trying to think of ones at the top of my head, but pretty sure I've done most of them. I think there might be one more, but that's it. Might draw a bit of shadow here and there for the pie. Gotta give this pie some love. He needs to have a shadow too. Everyone needs a friend. Also, it's just added a bit of shape as well to some of this because it looks a bit flat to me in places. Might have made that crust a bit darker though. What else is there to do here? A bit of shadow around here as well, on his head. Don't want to go too mad with shadow detail because I didn't learn all this back when I made this. $50 likes would be a hard bargain for my streams. I think I get 20 on average. I don't ask for likes anyway. Even when I do, it's for a joke. YouTube's not my focus anymore, so it's just something to do whilst I'm working. Have a little chat. Right, I'd say that's done, that panel. I think I have got one more to fix though, and I think it's... I can't see it though. I don't know where it is. I can't actually find the one I need to fix. It's like the very last panel. And I actually can't see it here. Please don't say I deleted it. Where is it? There it is. I need to fix this one as well. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that one. Because I found another one. I just realised I think there's another one before that I need to fix as well. That one. Yeah, this. Well, I'm going to fix this one up and then I'll be done for tonight. Stop pissing around. Oh, I've merged the layers together. Ugh. I'm going to have to draw all this again. Right. So it turns out I have got a couple of these are literally the last two panels I need fixing. And then I'm pretty much done. All that's left is to arrange the panels, which I am gonna obviously leave out of stream because that is not. I can't imagine that being any fun to watch. Also, I'll be spoiling like everything I've left out of stream as well. Look at his thin little head I gave him. I was so cruel. Once again, lanky. I know he's quite a tall character, Joe, but there's like no structure. Let's see how quick I can get this done. I just gave everyone really small heads. That's like the most noticeable thing about all this. Thanks, Garth. I'm assuming you mean that one. No, where is it? Where's it gone? That one. Rather than this one. Again, I've got to shrink down their body. This hand's not perfect, but I think I'll just keep it more or less the same. Pull my finger. Without any context, that's what it looks like. Need to blow his head up. I don't know why I drew her hair like that. Like I said though, when I first started this comic, well, restarted it back in 2015, I literally went into this without practicing any of the character designs, working out how their structure works. I literally just dived right into it. That's why every panel was like so inconsistent. And why the hair is always changing. Mind you, I still haven't like quite grasped that, but it's like really obvious to me in every panel in this one. I'm going to keep some of it though for consistency. That is all for that. Let's draw a better mouth than that. Also, why is the chest down there? Deary me. Also, why is her shoulder disconnected? Deary me. Looks like it's been pulled out of its socket there. I'm sorry about that. Also, why is our arm all the way down there as well? That's another thing as well. I just wasn't mindful of like the height my characters are meant to be as well. At least now I am mindful of those sort of things. The guy who directed that one scene in Naruto. I'm assuming you mean in one of the good fights that that show has. That's literally the only redeeming quality that show has. Looking back. Fight me if I'm wrong otherwise. Yeah, that's a bit better. Zoom it in a bit. Put a bit closer together as well. I might as well just get rid of that layer. Don't know if you can technically call him a... Well, I guess he is an artist. Nata is a director, is a type of artistic form, I guess. Right, you know what? Bit of cheating going on here. They call this trenching, I believe. Just so both of them match the frame a little bit. Well, fit in the frame. So I might put a speech bubble there and then another one here. That's why I'm making room down here. Pardon me. Right. Base. They're both pretty good episodes though. Decibel. AKA short dude. Let's go on this, shall we? Being a bit hesitant here. That's because I'm not too sure about this arm. I think it needs to be a bit higher up. Yeah, I reckon about there. Yeah, I do like the... that is like something I do watch. I have gone back and watched, is the fight... essentially the final fight in the original Naruto. With Sasuke and Naruto. It is really well done. Despite the fact it has some very... ridiculous moments. Even for, like... anime's sake, because a lot of the stuff that happens in that fight doesn't happen in the manga, from what I remember. To be honest, it's probably an improvement in places, but there's some bits are a bit too over the top. But you know, they're obviously having fun with it. Oh dear. As we're on the subject of talking about Naruto fights, I know it's not technically, well, it is Naruto basically, copy and pasted, but everyone should really watch, I think it's episode 65 of Burrito. It is really good, really well animated. Even though you might experience a case of deja vu. What I believe they got, like, they hand-picked people like around the world to animate that episode. So it's like, it's not just like Japanese animators as well, which is quite cool. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure there was people I'm following on Twitter who actually worked on the episode. And if I'm right about that, that's pretty damn cool, I think. I wish more shows would work like that, instead of having everything done in-house, or it's given to one studio to work on. Ooh. Let's make that a bit, a little less sloppy. That's where his centre is, that's why I put the collarbone there, as a reference. Oh, that's a little bit better. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Oh, I'll give it a go. There we go, I tried. Oh yeah, I didn't draw his pattern on his shirt. I won't flip for this because I could end up spelling it backwards. Actually, to make life easier for me here, I'm going to select the inside. There we go. Oh, it hasn't done that. Let's try again. There we go. then grab the bucket tool, put it area scaling on -3, it does that. Useful feature. Don't need to draw the D because it's obscured here by his IAM, which is actually really badly drawn. Go draw that again. Actually, it could be his wristband. I think this is another reason why I stopped drawing his wristband as well, why I stopped putting it on him, is that it was really annoying to draw. Ah, just noticed. Right, gonna colour this in it and then we'll call it done for tonight. We were getting up to the 1.5 hour mark as per usual. I think I went over to the 2 hour mark last time, which is unthinkable for me. Well, I did start streaming for over 2 hours when I first started streaming, but that's not the point. Oh, I didn't finish filling in the rest of her bag here. Oopsie doodle. Pardon me. That is the wrong brown. There we go. Once again, I'll just put a shadow here, just to sort of give a hint that these two are standing relatively close to each other. Without breaching personal space though. We all know how annoying that can be. What am I doing? What am I opening files for? Keep it going, we'll just swap back to this. Wait, is that his right? Is that the correct skin colour? That doesn't look right. Maybe I changed. No, maybe I changed it later down the line. Maybe because I haven't added his hair colour yet. I guess that's. Oh, hang on. I'll add one more thing, and that's Data's eyes. There's going to be two panels of this here, so there's going to be one for looking at Joe. And because I'm feeling far too lazy, and in all fairness I think I used to do this, I'm just going to fill it in on the same layer and then just go over it again. And then another layer. Eyes two. I mean, that looks alright like that, it's just made the line a bit thinner. Sometimes it makes it a bit pixelated, but here it doesn't look too bad. And also it's coming from like quite a distance, like that's the maximum size it's going to be by the time it's posted. Oh, you know what, I'm going to leave it like that, looks fine actually. Just going to get a bit of reflective light here that I used to give her. Maybe a bit lower. And then for that one. Oh yeah, I need to draw Dylan's shoulder as well, but that's alright. I'll do it on the same layer. This will only take a couple of seconds as well. Again, I'll do this on the same layer because in a moment this won't matter. Because it will be in soft focus. And when things are in soft focus, you don't see like the pixelated lines that I... Why has it done that? Oh, I was on the same layer as that one. I want to be on this one. Make it a bit thicker actually. Right. And highlight it. Control G. Lower it a tiny bit. Yeah, we're going to put dialogue there and probably here as well. Well, that'll do for tonight, guys. Oh. Pointillism. I look up and see that. I tried pointillism when I was at art college. I used to hate it. Wait, are you having me on decimal? Did you just change your name again? Or am I like completely going mad? Am I assuming you're a different person? Anyway, that'll do for tonight, guys. Nothing spectacular though. There was quite a lot of people watching earlier. There was like 17 people, which is, for average, pretty good. So yeah, I'll leave it on. I have it so he's pointing at you guys. Right. Time to fade out music. And I'll see you guys over... Well, I'll probably see you New Year's Day, which will be Tuesday. Again, if you celebrate it or not, I hope you make the most of Monday / Tuesday. I'll probably just be chilling out. Yeah, it's time to fade out. You know what time it is now. How dare you? Short dude / decimal. Alright, thanks Garth. You're all so kind to me. So yeah, I'll be back Tuesday probably, so it'll be New Year's Day, for more drawing and rants about Samurai Jack. So see you later, guys. Time for the best part of the stream now, which is for me to fade out. See you later, guys. Have a good one.